Chapter 3. Athena's Counsel. The sun had already set behind the hills of Ithaca, when the unknown stranger sat beside Telemachus. No one suspected who he truly was, but in his eyes shone a calm intelligence and an authority that commanded respect. He told Telemachus not to lose hope. Perhaps Odysseus was still alive, perhaps he had perished. No one could say for certain, but Telemachus had to search for the truth. He could no longer remain idle. He advised him to speak to the suitors who occupied his father's palace, to demand that they leave. Then, he was to prepare a ship, gather 20 brave oarsmen, and set sail in search of answers. First, to Pylos, to speak with the wise King Nestor. Then, to Sparta, where King Menelaus ruled, the last to return from the Trojan War. If anyone knew anything of Odysseus, it would be them. In the midst of their conversation, while the two still sat face to face, the stranger leaned slightly toward Telemachus and said, in a firm yet gentle voice,
"Be strong and brave, so that all will respect you."
With those words, he lit a new kind of courage in the young man, quiet, steady, and real. He refused any gifts, gave a discreet farewell, and slipped away without a sound. And when no one was watching, he shed his mortal form. His body shimmered, feathers emerged, and he transformed into a majestic bird that soared into the sky, bound for Olympus. Telemachus did not witness the transformation. But something about that visitor, his words, his presence, the peace he left behind, made him suspect he was no ordinary man. Perhaps, he later thought, it had been a god. Or a goddess. And his journey was only just beginning.
A stranger's words lit a fire in Telemachus. Now, with courage in his voice and omens in the sky, he dares to defy the suitors. Is Odysseus truly returning? Find out in the next chapter.
Enjoyed the story? Curious to see what happens next? Please follow us and give us a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your support keeps this adventure alive.